Hi. Whew. It's been a challenge getting to you all. My Lord. I should have remembered how hard it is to gather out in the middle of the desert. Here I am in Pioneer Town, California, at our little cabin where during COVID, we gathered here a ton. In fact, I had to spend a little time. It is a very windy day, and so I had to find a spot near our little cabin that was tucked away from the wind so y'all could hear me this afternoon. That also had enough connectivity that I wouldn't get cut off. Last night, I attempted to gather with you all after the girls went to bed in our storage shed, and that was no go. That did not work. That was a fail. So it is nap time right now for the girls, and I get to sneak away and hang with you all. Trying to figure out a way that we can do a sunrise here, because it's pretty epic, y'all. Anyways, it's good to see you. It's really good to see you. It's nice to be gathering. I'm here for 2 weeks. And for those of you that don't know the story, during COVID, a good stretch of, right, things, the world shut down, the gathering series started. I started gathering every single night, and thousands of y'all started tuning in and connecting with me on one of the most inspiring journeys I've ever gotten to be on as an artist. A couple weeks into it, I got sick with COVID. This was before the vaccines, and we kept on gathering right through it. For some of y'all that were there with me, it was a little hairy there for a while. There were some nights where we could only gather for a little bit of time before I had to put myself back to bed, before I'd pass out. As soon as we got better, though, as soon as I got better, we headed out here. A handful of years prior, Allie and I had bought this tiny little shack in the middle of a pile of boulders, in the middle of the Mojave Desert, in Pioneer Town, California, not too far outside of Joshua Tree. And we ended up just living here before kids. I'd gather with y'all every night. Some pretty amazing memories. At the 1 year mark, we did a bigger gathering, and it was actually very close to here, close to this spot. We invited all of our neighbors down, and I don't know how many of y'all that were there for gathering number 365, but it was pretty epic. It ended up snowing in the desert during our gathering. Anyways, lots of big and deep memories here in the desert for me and Allie. And it is pretty incredible to be here with our little girls. Willa, now 4, Piper, now 2. They can both hike and scamper on rocks and love looking at all the birds. We feed the birds in the morning. We saw a coyote out of the car window today. That was very exciting. They love the animals out here. It's good. It's good to be here for a little bit. It makes gathering challenging a little bit, but it's a pretty good backdrop, though, isn't it? And because a lot of y'all are on Eastern time, it's 5:30 for you, even though it's 2:30 for me. And I decided that I would go with your time and and having myself a cocktail with you while we gathered. It's late night, dance with the raven under the moonlight. Chase my soul, let it seem like a curious haven. Will it take me down, take me down? Took a trip to the record store. I got a taste and I want some more. Feed the burner, bring the boys, let the fire start. Then the girls come to break our hearts. Wanna live, I wanna seize the day. Turn around, hear the wise one say it's late night. Dance with a raven under the moonlight. Chase my soul, let it seem like a curious haven. Will it take me down, take me down? See the bells don't toll. Wanna dance, wanna lose control. Feed the birds, it's the feeling that life best. I wanna live, I wanna seize the day. But in the darkness, I find my way. It's late night, I dance with the raven under the moonlight. Chase my soul, let it seem like a curious haven. Will it take me down, take me down? Hi. All right. You need to give me some data on this. All right. I get 2 warnings that flash up, and I don't know what you are experiencing on your end. And 977 gatherings into this, I should be more aware of how this works when I am in challenging spots. Sometimes I'll get a message that says slow connection, like a little bar on the bottom of the screen, and I assume that means there are sections that get like choppy, or the voice in the video doesn't match up well, or you all get delayed. But then I also get a message that says reconnecting. That happened during this last song. What I want to know is whether or not, right, what I am doing while it's reconnecting ends up maybe getting sent to you, still gets recorded and sent to you, right? Maybe you are far further delayed than me because it is taking that data, it's reconnecting, and then it's sending it your way, or whether a good chunk of that last song didn't actually get recorded. I don't know these things. I should know these things. It's very important for a guy that has live streamed as many times as I have live streamed. I'm not sure that there are many people in the world that have live streamed more times than I have live streamed, and I should know about this. My bad. So I'll read your comments. We're on listening to my song, The Raven, and maybe it'll happen again, and you'll have other opportunities to give me more feedback. Hi. Oh man, it says now there are only 6 of you able to watch, so it might have bounced a bunch of you off. I don't know. I tried to change my spot. These are the challenges. Let's see if I tried to change my spot slightly. Maybe I have a little bit more. It says frozen. And some of you got bounced off, but a lot of you came back. Wow. Thank you. I'm sorry. I will get better at this. I'm going to find my magic spot, although, if memory serves, it's not always, the magic spot ain't always the same spot out here. Let's see if I can make it through another song. Becky, I'm gonna roll up my sleeves, get up off my knees, realizing my daddy was never meant to be for me. Becky, I'm gonna turn around this time, grow in my mind. Gather up all the courage I can find, leave you behind. 'Cause a boy can understand love when you say I've never grown up, but I'll be here trying hard as I can. 'Cause now's my time. Becky, you were right from the start. Never knew your heart. Living in my head, playing games with art, games with art. There's a boy understand love. You say I've never grown up, but I'll be here trying hard as I could. Now's my time to be mine. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. 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 There's a boy playing the same love, and you say I'll never grown up, but I'll be here trying hard as I can. Now's my time to be. The boy can't understand love, and you say I've never grown up, days are coming. There's my town be. Ooh, ooh, all right. Well, we seem to have not gotten cut off in the last little bit of time. I am going to screw up, or I am going to potentially screw up our session right now because I'm going to check on my little daughters who are sleeping in the house. And so if things get frozen, I will be right back. I'm not going anywhere. Are you still with me? They are indeed, and in fact, still sleeping. Love that. Well, we're about, speaking of my little girls, we are, I don't know how many days in, 10 days in to the release of our latest single off the new album. I want to thank the thousands of you out there that have been streaming Big Love and listening to it. A song inspired by all the lessons I get taught every day being a daddy. Is really interesting. After 2.5 weeks of being gone on tour, on the road, right? I mean, I'm gone a lot, and then I'm back a lot, and I try to be present. I try to be dialed in when I come home. But when, as a family, 4 of you live in a little 400 square foot cabin in the middle of a desert together, and you spend it 24/7 together, there's nothing that compares to that. It's magic. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's intense. It's intense, but there's a journey. I remember this from last year, and it was different because they were 3 and 1. So, like, right, having 2 little girls that are 3 and 1 is very, very different than having 2 little girls who are 4 and 2. Believe it or not. But when you're all sharing the same space, right? When you barely have enough room to, like, cook a breakfast together, let alone, like, sit around and eat a breakfast together, but you're doing it every day anyways, there is a depth of interaction. There is just a closeness that comes from that. I'm only 2 days in, so talk to me. Next gathering we do this weekend, maybe I'll be pulling my hair out. But what I remember from last year is at the end of our time here, it felt like we were just a lot closer than we started. It's amazing that can happen when you're seeing each other every day, or when you're with each other all the time anyways. It's just different. Who knew? Family vacations. You know how to love, can you teach me? Open up my heart, can you reach me? And to tell me there will never be a ready time. All I know is you must be my little shine, my lady shine. Someday you will wonder why we all don't break. We're so tiny in a mean world, and we never know the instant the paths we make. When the trouble's coming through, when there's nothing we can do, long as you got me and I got you. We got big love, big love. You know how to laugh, can you free me? Yeah, yeah. I love the way you smile when you see me. And to tell me there will never be a right time. All I know is you will always be my little shine, my little shine. Someday you will wonder why we all don't break. We're so small in a scary world, and we never know the ends to the paths we make. When the trouble's coming through, when there's nothing we can do, long as you got me and I got you. We got big love, big love. You know how to trust, can you show me? Walking out with no net below me. And you tell me there will never be enough time. All I know is you will always be my little shine, my lady shine. Someday you will wonder why we all don't break. We're so fragile in this huge world, we never know the ends to the paths we make. When the trouble's coming through, when there's nothing we can do, long as you got me and I've got you. We got big love, big love. Yeah. Okay. Big love, y'all. I want to thank you so much. So many of you. It's a little chilly out here, by the way. It's going to get a little warmer, but it's been effing cold. The first night we got here, it snowed out here in the desert. It ain't supposed to snow, except on gathering number 365, apparently. I mean, it's sunny out. I'm in the shade right now because I had to block myself from the wind, so I'm not. But it usually feels warmer than it actually is. It's gonna continue to get warmer, and man, this weekend I would love to figure out a way to do a sunrise gathering with you. Let's do that, okay? I'll talk to Allie. The challenge is that the girls wake up pretty early, and so me doing a sunrise gathering kind of means that Allie is dealing with the little girls waking up and all the stuff that goes with that. and I don't like to leave her alone for it, but maybe it'd be worth it for y'all to see the sun coming up over these mountains out here in the high desert. I would really love that. A couple of announcements for those of you who, and I know that there are a lot of gatherers here that like to dig deep into the songwriting, into stories behind the songs. Have you ever heard? We've featured this a couple times. We have this amazing friend and gatherer, a guy named Mark, and he has made it a huge project in his life to kind of curate about 1,000 pages worth of data and on a website called genius.com. Really, it's kind of like any article that's ever been written about us, any story that he's come across, all the lyrics to all the songs, all the information, my story as an artist and a human, the band's story. If you want to dig into the minutia of Adam Ezra and the Adam Ezra Group, head on to genius.com and search our name and check out the incredible amount of work that has gone into the creation of our pages. P.S. It is open sourced, and so if you have things to add that you don't, right? Facts, stories, anecdotes that you don't see on there already, you can do that. It's a pretty amazing thing that that Mark has done, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that all of that is out there. Oh, and look at that. Some awesome human being from my team posted a link to our Genius pages. Very cool. Another really cool thing, for those of you in the Boston area, I got a message. Some of our friends, so let me start from the beginning. A band that we have been very close to for about 15 years now is a band called Enter the Haggis, an amazing Celtic rock outfit out of Canada, amazing human beings, amazing music. When we were in earlier days, we opened up for them a bunch around the country, and that was awesome. They have kind of since and recently kind of stopped touring. They will do some shows here and there all around, but really Enter the Haggis ain't on the road these days. But I got a call from some of the guys from the band, my friends Trevor and Craig. They have a group together, and I think they are calling themselves Haggis X1. I think they're playing some of the classic Enter the Haggis songs as well as some new stuff. I think they've got a bunch of musicians together, and they are playing this Sunday, the 22nd, at the City Winery in Boston. And they asked me if I knew anyone that might be interested in opening for them, and I connected them with our buddy Kali Loops, aka Kali Stoddard Imari, one of our bestie musical friends, a guy that has played almost as many rambles as we have. And so this Sunday it's actually going to be a really fun bill and a show that I wish that I could come to. Kali is going to be opening up for Haggis X1, and I know that there are tickets available, and I would love it if those of you who were around felt like going out and to the show and reporting back to me on how it all goes. I love so much, right? One of the things that is so rewarding for me is getting to build and help, right? Getting to be a part of this community of musicians, independent, grassroots, underground musicians, all of us fighting the good fight, making art and trying to survive at the same time. I love being a part of that community, and one of my big missions as an artist is to strengthen that community, is to support other artists that I can, bring people together, and that is certainly what is happening this Sunday at City Winery in Boston. So thanks for letting me chat about that one too. All right, we're up in the high desert. For those of you who haven't seen me up here before, we are at about 5,000 feet, I think, if I remember correctly. Which is interesting because Palm Springs is only about 50 minutes away from here, and that is at sea level, right? And so from Palm Springs in the desert up to where we are right here in Pioneer Town, it climbs 5,000 feet in elevation in an hour of twisting through mountains. We are in the desert, but we are also up in the mountains. These rock formations you really don't see anywhere else in the world except around this part of the country. Joshua Tree is particularly famous for it, and so we are in one of the towns that are on the outskirts of Joshua Tree, and they call it Pioneer Town because there is the road to get to our house. It's like you drive through sand for a couple miles to get to our place, and it's remote, y'all. But there is a little Pioneer Town, and what it actually consists of is a Hollywood set from the 1940s, right? Pioneer Town started as a place where Hollywood would come to film the Westerns, right? All of those old school cowboy movies. Tons of them were shot in Pioneer Town. Now, when you go to Pioneer Town, downtown, right, there is a music venue called Pappy and Harriet's that is world famous. And for those of you that have seen the Switch and Whiskey music video, we shot that music video at Pappy and Harriet's, kind of a legendary spot. But you can walk through this little town that looks exactly like an old school Western movie because it actually is the backdrop to these old school Western movies. But as time went on and as Hollywood moved on, right, people actually bought the buildings, made them functional, and it is now like a functioning little Western town. Such a cool thing. Another really cool thing about being out here is that, if you are going to be this remote, you got to be able to rely on your neighbors. And it's funny because, Allie and I we don't have a lot of windows to have much of a social life throughout our lives. When we're up in Maine, we have friends. We'll go out and we'll hang out when we can, every once in a while. But it's every once in a while. Usually we're just grinding through life, trying to make our livings, trying to take care of our kids. But we come out here, and we know all of our neighbors, and they'll stop by and have drinks. We'll come and see them. It's like, it feels incredibly and impactfully social, which is also a nice thing about being out here. Anyways, we'll play one for Allie. Stein letter, I should've known better. That's 27, that on 29. Juniper eyes, a coyote rust on the sunrise, or feather on pain. I fell in love with the high desert woman. She's running out on me like nothing they have seen. She dance like an angel, swear like a trucker. She's nothing but trouble. She's perfect for me. I fell in love with her. She drives an old record. Her car's upon the blocks. She laughs when it rains. She chews when she talks. She moves across the canyon like a lost melody. And I lose my cool when she's looking at me. I fell in love with the high desert woman. She's running out, hell like nothing I've seen. She dance like an angel, swear like a trucker. She's nothing but trouble. She's perfect for me. I fell in love. I fell in love. I fell in love. I fell in love with the hot desert. She's rolling out in like nothing I've seen. Dance like an angel, swear like a trucker. She's nothing but trouble. She's perfect for me. I fell in love. I fell in love. I fell in love. I got a lot of memories and a lot of feels happening right now. All right, I got miles to go before I sleep tonight, y'all. I'm gonna try and eke out a little bit more Adam Ezra Group work before my little babies wake up. We are gonna meet some friends down by the saloon with the girls for tacos tonight. But let's plan on I want to say, I'll talk to Allie about this, but either Saturday morning or Sunday morning sunrise gathering. I'm gonna find a place where we can see the sunrise over the mountains here in the desert. And now sunrise will probably be, I'm gonna start the gathering probably around 6 a.m. So we're gonna do like 6 to 7 a.m. probably. And and which will be, for those of you in the East, right, 9 to 10. So, no problem for you all out there. And even, I mean, for those of you on the West Coast, it's a little bit more reasonable than the sunrise gatherings that I do on the East Coast, which, right, are happening. I mean, you may still be up the night before. I don't know how you roll, but for those of you who gather with us from Europe, and I know there are a bunch of you all now, that's no problem for you. That's midday. So let's see if we can have ourselves some fun on Saturday morning or Sunday morning out here in the desert. I'm going to be here for another basically 2 weeks. We got a bunch more gatherings. I'm going to find windows when I can. I'll try and be better about communicating them to y'all. Any other announcements? Stream, share, enjoy Big Love, our new single that's out there, as well as the 4 other singles from the upcoming Revelate album, scheduled to be released June 20th at the House of Blues in Boston. If you haven't gotten your tickets for that show, that's going to be the biggest show we've ever played, and I'd be honored if you felt like being there with us. I would love that. I talked about genius.com. Go there for all the nitty-gritty details about Adam Ezra Group and our history and our music. I talked about this Sunday, the 22nd, at the City Winery in Boston. Some of our friends are getting together to make awesome music. Collie Loops and a bunch of our buddies from Enter the Haggis have a group they're calling Haggis X1, and they're doing a little run right now. It'd be awesome if y'all went out and supported them. When and if you do, please report back to the village, because I'd really love to see how that goes. If I wasn't out in California, that's where I'd be. That's where I'd be hanging out. Yes. There's probably some more like show announcements and business stuff to talk about. Oh, I see you, Scott. We just had a big announcement that we got invited to the Sail Across the Sun cruise once again with the band Train. That's a big deal. That's a big deal for us, and I'm so excited to be there. Meanwhile, our own cruise, Journey to Alaska, is leaving on July 10th. I know for a fact over the last week we picked up a few more. We've picked up a few more cruisers. We are getting close to capacity, and that's very, very exciting. It's been it's cool to be on the Sail Across the Sun cruise where it's like this giant festival and everyone's there for music, right? And there are a bunch of different bands, but there's something really also special about having our own group of blocked out rooms in a big cruise ship and just doing our own thing. In this case, for an entire week. Pretty amazing. Okay, more to come. Thanks for hanging with me in the desert, being patient with all the craziness of trying to find ways to connect with y'all and windows to connect in. Love you, gatherers. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the end of our life. May it always blow steady wherever you roam. Lay your tongue when you're ready, carry you home. May it keep you ahead of the rain. Raise up your glass. Let us drink to the heavens above. Some say it's a glance of God's great design. Some say it's the signs of all things combined. May we look up and always feel wonder. Here is to us, all that we see. Here's to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to the rounding Let us drink to this time that we had. For these moments pass lightly, won't come again. May our lives all burn brightly, right up to the end. May we live them with joyous abandon. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the end of the day. Let us drink to work when the working is through. Let us drink one to me. Let us drink one to you. Let us drink one to those who want with us. Here is to us, and none we see. Here's to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to round in good company. Here's to the future. Here's to the past. Let us drink one last stop. Let us drink one last flask. Let us drink one as if this night is our last. Here's to the drink that we share. Here's to the drink that we share. Cheers, gatherers. It's good hanging out with you out here again. To be continued, all right? I'll see you this weekend. Let's find ourselves a sunrise. Please stay safe. Keep on looking out for one another. I'll see you again soon.